You got PB.
You got day jelly.
What's up, guys? We're here for another review with you guys today.
Today we're going to talk about hammocks. You've seen us talk about chairs, you've seen us sitting chairs, you've seen us sleeping hammocks. So today we're going to talk about them and the differences, the cheap ones, the expensive ones, different styles.
Yeah, our the chair review we got is probably our most watched video on our channel. And while we've reviewed certain things kind of in our videos and things like that, we decided hammocks deserved its own video, and because there's so many different kinds ranging from $20 up to really as much as you want to spend.
I can't tell you how many times I get questions on what kind of hammocks are y'all sleeping in, or where did you get that? I like this or I like that. Today we're going to kind of talk about that kind of stuff. So I'll tell you what we're not going to talk about. We're not going to talk about straps. We're going to use the same simple straps on all the hammocks today, just hanging them up.
Yep. And every hammock that you see here today, even the cheap ones up to the most expensive ones, they will work with your normal underquilts, work with your normal bug nets.
Yeah, we're not going to necessarily talk about the nylon. They're all going to have a certain parachute nylon. Now, some are going to be better than others. We're going to talk about how they feel.
Yep.
But as far as all the specifics, you can find stuff on that. And also how it feels for your different body type. I mean, you see me and Jelly are built a little different. Me, I'm 6'4", I weigh 210. So you go, I'm 5'7". Dude.
Well, are we gonna be honest in this video, or
5'6.5", okay?
There we go.
5'6.5", weigh about 165.
I'm 6'2", right at 200. So, saying all that to say, we're gonna do this hammock review video. I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, the first one we're going to talk about today is what I'd say is a little bit cheaper of a hammock, but with a little bit of a difference to it, because this one comes built in with the bug net.
This is a seated. This is kind of like your run-of-the-mill, find it cheap anywhere hammock. I actually found it in a bargain bin store locally here. You know, digging through bins, I got 2 of them because I think they might have been $10 at the bargain bin spot. But we did look them up, and you can kind of get something similar or that one on Amazon for about $20 to $30.
You don't have to find this brand. They're all going to be about the same. Get on Amazon, put up hammock with mosquito net built in. That's what you're going to get. So it's pretty much your everyday run-of-the-mill hammock, and just sewed in with a little zipper on this side. You've got your bug net, so you can hang it on a ridge line, sleep in here and not worry about the bugs all night. But this right here, good way to start out, especially if you live like we do in the south. Summertime,
mosquitoes everywhere,
bugs all over. We'll talk about a little bit of the specs on this. This thing will hold about 400 pounds. If you're over 400, we're gonna find you a different option. But holds about 400 pounds, packed up in its own natural sack. It weighs about 1 pound 3 ounces, and 8 foot long. So it's probably gonna be comfortable to you're about 6 foot or under. Probably not gonna be that comfortable for Jelly, but I think I could sleep in it pretty well.
Yeah, and with him talking about the weight and it packing up easy, this is something you could throw in a backpack and take on a random hiking trip, or if you just want to sit out in the backyard, you know, you hang it up and you get into it. It's easy, packs up nice, and isn't heavy at all. So next up, kind of a little upgrade from the seated. You just have your Magellan single person hammock. This is Academy's brand. You can get these anywhere from $20 to $30. Like I said, it's a single person sleeper. And yeah, there's no bug net on this one. So, I mean, you kind of get what you get there. It's just your backyard hammock.
This is actually the one that I sleep in a lot of the videos that we do. I've slept in this one. I tend to prefer a single person, so you don't have all the extra fabric that you're trying to keep out of your face and everything. Now I will say this one, the nylon feels a little bit nicer. So
yeah, it does feel thicker.
A little bit upgrade on that. This one also says it will hold 400 pounds. So it's also 9 foot. It's a little bit longer than the last one we looked at. so it's going to be a little bit more comfortable. Even for me or Jelly, you're going to lay a little bit flatter in this because it's a little bit longer. Yeah, like I said, I've slept in this one quite a bit. It weighs about a pound packed up. It's a pretty nice little hammock.
Yep. This is also perfect for a backpacking trip or kayak camping trip. Throw in your bag, not a lot of weight, ready to go.
A lot of times, if me and my family will go hiking, I'll always throw a couple of these in there because they don't weigh a whole lot. And if you ever want to stop and take a little rest, it's easy to pack up, put out. There's a lot of nice things you can do with a hammock. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is this. Pretty much the same as all the other hammocks. Feels pretty nice, but it's got a design on it. This one is a TRD, Twisted Root Design, 2-person hammock. You know how the girls gotta have some kind of design out there now.
Yeah, they gotta be cute everywhere they go.
Yep. My daughter didn't want to just lay in a gray hammock, so we found her this one.
This nylon is pretty comparable to the Magellan we just had. It is 400-pound capacity as well, and it comes in right at a pound once all packed up.
And you can find some like these for a little cheaper, but if you go on the Twisted Root Design website, this is about $60 right here. Go on Amazon, look up hammock with design, you'll find something better. But with this one being 10 foot, just like we talked about on the last one, you get a little bit flatter of a lay, can be a little bit more comfortable, give a taller guy like Jelly a little bit more room in it. But another nice hammock.
Also pretty comfortable just to sit in too, right?
Yeah, we've seen all 3 of our kids just sitting in this thing, just hanging out together, playing little games, playing on their phones. Nice little deal.
Yep. All right, guys, on to the next. I'm sure every one of you watching this video has probably seen this hammock or
probably have one.
Yeah, probably have one, heard about it, something. This is the Eno Double Nest. Double nest, it's 2-person, so 2 people can sleep in this hammock or chill in the hammock. You can get them anywhere ranging from about $40 to $75.
And I will say, this one feels, of all the ones we've looked at so far, this one feels the best. You can tell it's going to last a little bit longer. The stitching is done nice. I was telling Jelly, and on a nice spring day in the park, you can see 100 of these and people just laying around everywhere. This is the standard.
Yeah, if you ever go anywhere like to a park or something, you see 4 or 5 hammocks strung up, 4 or 5 is going to be an Eno, I bet.
Yeah, oh yeah. But this one also holds about 400 pounds. It's 9.5 foot long. Weighs about 1.3 ounces packed up. It's also got this nice little strap. You'll see in the video, and once you pack it up, you kind of get a little bit tighter. I do like that about this. It holds about 400 pounds, 9.5 foot long. It's going to be pretty comfortable. But if you're just wanting to lay in a hammock, lounge around, you can't go wrong with that right there.
Money. All right, guys, stepping it on up a little bit. This is going to be more of an enthusiasts category of hammocks from here up. This is the Hennessy Explorer. These are going to be $200 plus. You're going to find these more at like a specialty outdoor store and REI. Of course, you can get them online.
But for the $200, if you are doing this a lot and you need that comfort, you want something you've got everything you need, is probably worth the money. So for that $200, if you are sleeping in a hammock a lot, or you just enjoy knowing that you're gonna have a good lay every time, you're gonna sleep well, you got everything you need all in the same set, this might be worth spending the money on. Because with this, right now you just see the hammock, you see the snake skins. We'll show you taking them out of the snake skins. It also comes with its own rain fly made just for it. It's got its own tree straps. It's got your bug net, as you see. It's got a ridge line right here so that you got the same lie every time.
And all this is built in, guys. So like what he said with the snake skin, you literally hang it on each of the carabiners, you open it up, and you're there.
It's also made for a diagonal lie. You don't lie in this tree to tree. You kind of lie diagonally. You've got these straps down here. You see one on the back, and here's one on the front. You pull this one that way, you pull that one that way, and you lay in it diagonally so that you are more flat. You sleep on your side in this thing. You sleep on your belly.
You can definitely tell that this is high end. Like, I mean, the straps, the zipper is probably 1/4 of an inch thicker than the other zippers. That thing ain't going nowhere. It ain't breaking. This Teflon is thicker but still comfortable. Like, you can just tell this thing is well made and was very thought out when it was made.
And with that, if you're worried about weight, this may not be the one for you. All that in there is 3.3 ounces, or 3 pounds 3 ounces. But man, it's a nice hammock. On the ridge line, you've got a little pocket for your phone or a little flashlight or something.
Yeah, that's one thing I would say I could see being handy, because even though we're in the outdoors, we do like to keep our phones and stuff or flashlights in the hammock with us. And the one I normally sleep in, which is an Eno, you know, I wake up and my flashlight might be under my butt or my phone might be at my feet. I can see that being really convenient.
Yeah, so this, if you've got it to spend and you want to do this a lot, this is going to be a really nice option. So on this one, when people ask us, is it worth it to spend the extra money? If you do it a lot, I'd say yeah. If you're going to just lounge around a few times a year, you're good with one of the cheaper hammocks. But if you're wanting to do a lot of sleeping, it's probably worth the money on this one.
Okay guys, got a little bit different of a hammock here. This is the Bonnet Ridge Runner. It is a double layer hammock with net. It's also known as a bridge hammock. So if you notice on this one, it's got a bar here at your feet and a bar here at your head. Keeps the whole hammock flat. It can be found, I think primarily, you might be able to find it at a couple other places, but warbonnetoutdoors.com. It's kind of a specialty hammock.
That's where we got this one.
Yep, where we got that one at. You'll notice, I mean, one of the different features, obviously, it has the bridge, but you also have these saddle bags on the side. So where the other hammock had a little kind of pouch for your pocket above your head, it has 2 saddle bags on each side. And I mean, these things are deep. Like, you got a lot of storage options right there.
You put socks, phone, flashlights, you got both sides.
This one's also going to be 200 plus. You can, I think, get a few different attachments for it, so that will obviously increase your price.
So I actually bought this one on warbonnetoutdoors.com, and when you go there to order, you've got a couple different options. So you've got a single layer and you've got a double layer. The double layer kind of gives you an extra layer under here that you can stick an air pad in, or a pad, a foam pad, or maybe a blanket for extra insulation. You can pick whether you want a net or not. We'll show you the net here in a few minutes. Or you can pick different straps. They've got really light straps and you've got your basic straps, so that it comes with all that stuff on its own. Or you can pick, this one is the 40D Dream Tex nylon. You can also go with 30D.
Say that 5 times fast.
The 40 is actually, to me, this feels really good. It's really comfortable, and it's extra light. So as big as this is, with everything, without the poles, I think it's 1.4 ounces. With the poles, 12 ounces. So you're looking at 2 pounds, all of it together, for all the comfort and the accessories, and that's with the straps and everything.
One thing I would say, maybe some of you guys are thinking, it looks like it might be a little difficult to set up, but it really isn't. So you have 2 collapsible, these 2 bars right here, these collapse in the middle. Yep, they have inserts on each side that you slide a pin into, and it's not hard at all. So it might look a little difficult to set up and to get going, but it really isn't. I think this is definitely easier than the Hennessy hammock to set up. Probably close to as easy as an Eno or one of the other hammocks we showed today.
So, no, this is probably the most expensive hammock we have right here. I think I gave $230. I think you can get it for $220. But you know, as far as the accessories you pick, the double layer, the single layer, the net or not, the straps, 220 and up, I would say, for something like this. But is that worth it? So, you know, doing this video, we wanted to do this video because we were once with the little starter hammock thinking, is an expensive hammock worth it? It may not be for you, it may be for me. You know, we do the channel, we go kayaking and sleep in a hammock. You know, I take this thing on trips camping with my family, or just hanging down here by the creek. Just come down here on a nice day like today and hang. This was so worth it to me. Flat, you're not worried about the extra nylon flapping in your face and holding it open. You can lay here and talk to somebody. So for me, this was definitely worth the money. Something else about this, with the bridge hammock, you get somebody with broader shoulders, and you know, it's hard to lay in the hammock because you're cocooned in there. But in saying that, I don't have an underquilt for this. You can get one, I just haven't bought one yet. But because for a cold weather situation, if I'm going camping and it's going to be under 45, 40 degrees at night, I'm still probably going to take that single nest with my underquilt, so I do feel a little bit tighter. And
you want to feel that more warmth. Your
yeah,
body's closer together. You want that. That's a good feeling.
But as far as every day, give me the Ridge Runner.
All right, guys, we kind of got a 7th bonus clip for you guys involved with hammocks.
You know about that 7. Love you, boy.
This is the Nofuse Tandem hammock system. So basically, they're made by Eno, and these are bars to keep. So in case, for instance, you have, like we have right here, 2 trees that are perfectly spaced apart, but you want to hang 2 hammocks. All right, so this system here would be perfect for somebody like a child or a wife that wants to get outdoors and hang in a hammock, but still kind of wants to be close to you. Kind of a perfect situation for me and my wife right now, actually, because we got in an argument last night over who was going to do the laundry.
Oh, what'd you do?
I just finally threw in the towel. You can find these, didn't you say, for $30?
Yeah, I bought these actually at REI for $30. Yeah, I'm sure there's other places you can get online, but I want to say that's a pretty good range. Or if you want to go camping with maybe somebody younger, or you and your wife or your husband, and you want to be close to each other,
but not right on top of each other.
Yeah, this will work great.
I have an 11-year-old son, and this is perfect for us in a situation where, you know, he's a little scared, still wants to be close to his dad or his parents. You know, I could sleep in one hammock, he could sleep in one right next to me, but once again, we're not just right on top of each other.
So, you know, it's an easy little system, just got a little clip on here. You can just clip it right on the end of the hammock. So you would have 2 hammocks laying side by side like that. Clip that one on that one, that one on that one. You're good to go.
Yep. I think it's a cheap option, especially for, like I said, somebody who's a little more timid, not so outdoorsy, wants to be close to somebody else, for fairly cheap. I think that's a reasonable price for what that is.
Yeah.
So in tradition, on our chair review video, at the end of the video, we kind of both picked our favorites. And so we're going to do that with hammocks too. I would say my favorite top pick is probably this guy right here. So if you watch a lot of our videos, in the Cypress Creek video, I actually slept in the Hennessy hammock. And we were just talking a minute ago, you're kind of bunched up, you know, and that might work out better for somebody who's not so long and, you know, lanky. But I love this. I have laid in this, and you just feel like you have so much space. It's so much more comfortable, and it just feels right to me.
So probably no secret about it. It's definitely going to be my favorite. I'm a side sleeper, sometimes stomach sleeper. You can do that in this hammock. It's a little bit more difficult in a regular gathered in hammock. That's what all the other ones are called, gathered in. Well, this is a bridge hammock. So this is definitely going to be my favorite. But like I said, in a cold weather situation, I'm probably going to go with the gathered in.
All right, guys, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching so far. We tried our best to cover like a range of hammocks, starting from kind of the cheapest one you can get in a bargain bin somewhere and working your way up to Hennessy or Ridge Runner. And
And there's other options besides these. We just don't have them. So you don't get what we got. Hopefully you learned a little something. If you didn't learn anything, maybe you just had a little fun watching.
Absolutely.
We enjoyed doing this. It's a nice day. We enjoy being out here and laying some hammocks.
And hopefully helping you guys, if you guys are starting to get into hammock camping, or maybe you've been in it for a while, wanting to step up a little bit, maybe we've made your decision a little bit better.
Also, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, or anything else you want to see, another type of hammock maybe we could try to locate, see if we can get. Let us know. We'll try it out.
Yeah, or any other products you might see us review. A couple of our videos we have done a few reviews in with different water filtration devices or fire starters or something like that. If there's something else you guys want to see, we'll try our best to get it out to you.
If you enjoyed the video, or if you didn't enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up. It really helps us. Be sure and subscribe and like, and also do us a favor, comment which hammock your favorite one was, or if you have something different, tell us about it. We'd love to hear about it.
Yep. Also, we're going to put a couple videos here of our last couple of trips. I talked about Sogadogie Falls earlier about being cold, but we do have multiple videos on our channel I think you guys would really enjoy. And
roll tide.